Hi Pile One, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation, and we are back with another future spouse reading. This time we're just going to be tapping into their energy and just getting you guys some messages, okay? We're going to let you guys, whatever wants to come through, we're just going to open it up, whatever they want to say to you, okay? So this is a general reading, you guys. Please take what resonates. Leave behind anything that doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading, just check the description box below. I've got a couple of different future spouse readings available. That way I can tap into just your and your future spouse's energy. And what all is included in that reading is, you saw like in the slide before. You guys, I'm having a really hard time formulating thought and putting things to words. And that might be your energy I'm pulling in, or that could be their energy. You guys chose the selenite desert rose, which selenite is all about cleansing, clearing out negative, confusing energies. So that might be something your person possibly dealing with. So we're going to get right into your reading and see what's going on. Okay, what does your future spouse want to talk to you about today? We got hidden treasures. Oh, right away, the first thing that I'm kind of coming up with, you guys might be dealing with something in your life that may feel maybe a little bit overwhelming, maybe possibly confusing. You may also be kind of, there's like you're stuck in a rut, like in a funk, okay? And what your future spouse is wanting to tap in and talk to you guys about is looking for the hidden treasures, the hidden lessons, the hidden blessings. They're everywhere. Your future spouse is saying there's so many things to find appreciation for, to feel gratitude about. Like, don't forget. It's like, yeah, you maybe go, not to say that they're invalidating what you're going through or your feelings about what you're going through, but they really want you to stop and smell the roses, what they're saying. Take a break. It's like, yeah, there are responsibilities, we have things we have to tend to, but make sure that you are finding time to take a break, okay? And get out of your whatever environment that you're in, okay? Like a break in routine is what they're talking about. Take a break from your routine, whatever it is that is causing you to really kind of spiral into depression is what's coming up. Depression, anxiety, just this overall sense of overwhelming. There's so much on your plate, they're saying. And yeah, it's good to, focus and try and get those things taken care of, but make sure you're taking time out of the day to smell the roses, basically. See, I'm having a really hard time and that's because you're too much in your head, they're saying. You're way too much in your head. They really want you guys to get out of the house or out of your workplace or wherever it is where you're spending most of your time, and do something different. Get out of that environment and do something different, something that you enjoy, whatever it may be. Which I'm really loving your future spouse's energy, because that lets me know that they're very optimistic. They're able to find the silver lining in almost anything. And they're going to be able to be kind of like that person in your life as well. They'll help you, because what we put our attention on grows, right? Where we put our focus, our attention on, our energy on, that is growing. And so if you're constantly in your head, focusing on problems, right? Focusing on what you don't want more of, that's exactly what you're feeding. And so this is why your future spouse is wanting you to make sure that you are also at times able to switch over and focus on something that brings you joy. That way you can create more of that, manifest more of that. like, this is mandatory, you guys, because I can hear some of you saying, like, where am I going to find the time? It's like you have to make the time, even if it's 15 minutes. But they're saying if you actually sit down, you can, you know, you can actually, you can find quite a bit of time within your day where you're able to just kind of disconnect from responsibilities and do something nice for yourself. Okay, that's really what is coming through. Your future spouse wants you to do something nice for yourself. Okay, I think we're gonna use the Pink Love Oracle. What do you want to talk to to them about today? What do you want to talk to Pile 1 about today? What do you want to talk to Pile 1 about today? You guys really are in a funk, aren't you? Oh yeah, you really are. Okay, why is not listening here? So we got not listening, stubborn, and then nibbling mice. It's almost like your future spouse is coming in and like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about how, you know, it's impossible for you to, you know, it's almost like you're being stubborn about feeling better. And your future spouse is coming in and they're just like I can tell that your future spouse is the kind of person, Pile 1, who is going to be like, I don't want to hear it. Come on, we're going to get out. We're going to go do something fun. Come on. Nope, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what's going on, it's like, okay, I hear you. You have a deadline. I hear you. And your future spouse has this understanding where energy and the law of attraction manifestation works. It's like taking a break from whatever is causing you so much stress and going and doing something that is going to nurture a more better feeling state, that's going to put you in a better mood. It's going to increase your level of productivity. It's going to increase your energetic resources. Especially if you are in a place where you are feeling mentally muddled and confused. They're going to understand, okay, let's take a break from this, go do something that is going to bring you some sense of joy, a rest or something, and it's going to clear things up in your mind where you'll be able to think a lot more clearly. Like, they're just going to understand that, right? And that's basically what it's like you're almost being stubborn about wanting to feel better. And what that's doing is, and maybe you're not realizing it, is that's causing you to feel more confused, more mentally muddled. Okay, we've got healing. Your future spouse says they love that about you, by the way. How stubborn you can tend to be. Because they're looking at it from a standpoint of you being very, very focused, very on purpose. You're very responsible, they're saying, and they love that about you. And at the same time, they want to make sure that you are stopping to smell the roses. Okay, yes, look, boss babe. Okay, they love that about you. But they're also seeing how there's a need to sometimes just flip the switch off, you know. It doesn't have to be, it's not like you're taking, you know, a week vacation, but they really want to make sure that you're taking time out to take care of you. Because with the nibbling mice here, it's like little by little, it's like you're losing more of yourself, and they don't want you to do that. Your future spouse sees you. They know you, they love you, they see everything about you. And even your nuances, right? Even the things that some people might see as character flaws or whatever, your future spouse understands you, and they know where you're coming from, and they understand why you are that way. It's like, yeah, you're this amazing boss babe, right? Boss babe, boss dude, whatever. You're independent, you're strong, you know, you're taking care of business, you're handling this ish on your own. All on your own, I'm hearing. And it's not just about trying to keep your head above water. They see that, and they know that you are capable of doing big things, big, awesome, amazing things. And then what they're saying is, yes, taking action. They know that taking action is only part of the manifestation process. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, there's a time when you take action, you hustle, you do this and you do that, you grind, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a time when, even hustlers, a hustler also needs to, a boss babe, boss dude needs to take a vacation, even if it's a mental vacation for, I say at least 10 to 15 minutes, but that's the bare minimum, you guys. If you can fashion out, an hour every day, at least, where you're taking a mental vacation from whatever your responsibilities are, your goals or whatever, and go enjoy life. Go be in your body, go exercise if that's what you consider to be a vacation. Some people do. Some people love exercising. Maybe go dancing or swimming, or get out and maybe go smell some roses. Anything that is going to put you back into your body, as opposed to being in your mind all the time. Being in your body is anything that's going to employ the senses of your body, right? Painting, anything where you can feel and touch, listening to music, going to places where you can smell things, smelling candles, bakeries, just things like that. Just anything that can get you into your body. That is what your future spouse is wanting to tap into and make sure that you are doing. You're taking time out. They want you to do it every day. Taking time out every day to give your mind a rest, to give your goals a rest, rejuvenate yourself. And for some of you, that could be like a power nap. But, maybe, one day, or it's not getting out of the house. Maybe it's just taking a quick little power nap, giving your brain a break. And they're like, stop being so stubborn about it. It's like they know how energy works. It's like, that's going to help you become so much more, I was going to say, not predictable, productive. Okay. And you're going to see, they're saying just, do it for 6 weeks and see how much more productive you're able to get, how much more you're able to get done. Because taking a break, a mental break from stuff like that, is actually going to help to wipe the slate clean. It's going to increase your energy, your personal energetic resources, especially if you're feeling confused about something and you're not knowing how to move forward. Especially, they're saying, if you're feeling blocked about something, whatever it is, if you're feeling blocked, you're feeling confused, you don't know what the next step is, you're feeling low on energy, feeling fatigued and stuff like that, it's like your mind, you're too much in your mind, and they want you to get more into your body and to enjoy your life. Especially with new seeds being planted, if you need more energy, believe it or not, you got to plant, you got to, take some of that energy away from overly focusing on the seed itself, what you're trying to plant. Let it go, right? So there's a point in the planting process where you plant the seed, you do all the work, you till, you water, blah, blah, blah. But then there's a time when you just kind of step away from the seed and let, nature take its course. They're saying too, it may be possible that you are overly focusing on achieving things as a way to distract yourself from doing some possible shadow work. We got healing here with recovery from traumatic events that cause pain and suffering, which may be, part of the problem. Which, if you're not really quite sure how to deal with, the feelings and emotions that are triggered, or just not knowing how to deal with triggers of, in and of themselves, check the description box below for another channel that I I have. It's called Your Wish Fulfilled, and that's all I teach. There's also a video on it, which is actually, I believe that video may also be linked in the description box below, called Releasing the Wands. It'll help you deal with triggers, okay? If that's something else you feel, because it could very well be, if there is, you know, wounds in your energy, that's like draining you of your own personal energy. That's also could be something that's having to do with your own personal, you know, your own energy supply, feeling fatigued and stuff like that. See, I'm having a hard time putting things into words with you guys, okay? Yeah, your future spouse is really, really just wanting you to find some peace and enjoyment. They're wanting you to stop and smell the roses, finding the hidden treasures, things to be, you know, there's things all over the place for you to be thankful for. All right, let's see. What messages do they have for you? What messages do you have for pile 1? They're like, yeah, they know you don't see things the same way they do. You're being stubborn, they're saying. I'm in a committed relationship. Let's see. What else? What do you have to tell pile 1? I bury myself in work to forget you. And hold on, you guys. Let me get these cards laid out, and then I'll tell you what I'm channeling here with these messages. Because we don't take everything into context. Well, I should say we put things into context according to the reading. Okay, you guys. All right, now they're wanting me to talk about this now. Okay, so with I'm in a committed relationship, what they're telling you, that it is okay, see, because they're talking about, they know, like, you're super stubborn. And I feel it's because so it's like, no, it's not that, okay, yes, you are stubborn, but in relation to what we're talking about, it's like, you're very focused on something, on achieving something, on making something happen right now. And they are applauding you for that. But they keep wanting to bring you back to making sure that, yes, it's okay to be committed to whatever that goal is, that business, that whatever it is. But make sure you are committed to you and yourself first, your well-being. And if you're working so hard that you're getting yourself where you can't even think straight, or it's hard for you to even see, you know, things in your life to feel thankful for right now, right? Then that thing is taking over, that goal or that business or something. It's like it's taking all of your power away. Like, you're giving that thing or that goal or that whatever, that, you know, you're giving all of your power away to it. And they want you to take it back. It's like you need to be your number one top priority. You know, you need to be able to run that goal or that business or whatever it is, not let it run you. Okay, don't bury yourself. And this is something else that's kind of alluding back to the nibbling card, and I should have left those out, but whatever. They want to make sure that you're not using that goal as a distraction from something that, if you were to stop and think about it, would trigger you very much, like a past traumatic event or something. It's like you're burying yourself in work to distract yourself from feeling things that, you know, if they were triggered, you wouldn't really know how to deal with, right? And this may be how you deal with it, or, you know, maybe that's part of trying to heal is, you know, self-improvement or bettering yourself. But you know, it comes a time when you need to realize, okay, are you running away from something? Self-improvement is fine. It's, you know, that's good. But at the same time, anything can be used as a distraction. right? If you don't know how to heal from past traumas and stuff, again, please go check my, check the description box below for my other channel, okay? Your Wish Fulfilled. Again, I think there may also be a video, a specific video on that channel linked in the description box below called Releasing the Wants, okay? Let's see what else they have to say. Yeah. I don't want to let you go. What else do you want to talk to pile 1 about? I'm hearing your future spouse is going to be, they already are, like your biggest supporter, your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader. There you go. They're your biggest cheerleader. What else do you want to talk to pile 1 about? As far as like signs go, you guys, I am picking up on maybe some fixed energy, possibly some Capricorn energy. So fixed energy is going to be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I am picking up more on Taurus though, so you may have Taurus in your chart somewhere. Capricorn energy as well. Yeah, so yeah, see, look, okay, I don't want to let you go. You might be trying to recover. I mean, even if this is a relationship from a while back, I really do feel there's something in your past. It doesn't necessarily have to be recent wounds. You know, people talk about wounds taking time to heal. It's not necessarily time that heals. I mean, you know, that's why people can be stuck on, you know, a breakup for years and years and years afterwards. They're really wanting you to yeah, they're talking about some healing that needs to be done. That's been nibbling away at you for a while. And if you have been feeling tired, fatigued, confused, not really, it's like, you know, there's this sense, pile 1, that you're doing a lot. And there's a sense with you, or this feeling with you, where you're feeling like I'm doing a lot and I should be farther along compared to the work that I'm doing. But it's almost like feeling like a hamster on a hamster wheel. Not that you're not making any progress, but it's like it feels like you're putting forth a ton of energy, and the energy that you're putting forth, it's like you're not getting as far as you think you would go, right? It's like, you know, you're in your car and the amount of acceleration and gas and you know, motion that you're using, you feel like you should be, you know, going 60 miles an hour. But then when you actually look how far you've come, you're like, I've only come 20 miles. You know, I've been going 60 miles an hour for an hour. I should have covered 60 miles. But when you actually look, you've only made it 20 miles. That's a lot of energy. And it's because there's some wounding in your past. And it doesn't have to be one thing. It can be, you know, a conglomeration of things that needs to be healed. It's that wound that is actually causing you to, it's like draining you of your energy. That's why it feels like you're spending a lot of energy and nothing's getting done. Because that wound is nibbling away at your personal energetic supply, your vital force energy. Yeah. Needing to recover from traumatic events that cause pain and suffering. It doesn't have to be one thing, right? It doesn't have to be one event. It could be something that originated in childhood and then it just has been, you know, manifesting similar events and situations and relationships that keeps triggering the same old wound. And so they're just wanting to make sure, you guys, that you're not using work, you know, or goals or, you know, achievement or self-improvement as a way to distract yourself. It's like there are resources available that can teach you how to heal those wounds, which is going to help plug up those energy leaks so that you're not feeling so, tired all the time. And yeah, you may be feeling physically tired, but the reason why you're physically tired is because like your soul is tired, because all your energy is being drained and used up by this wound, by trying to not feel what you are already feeling, albeit most of the time it is subconscious, and you're spending so much energy trying to push that away. All right, you guys, let's see. Let's see if we can get maybe a clue or an inkling on timing for this connection. Can we get an inkling on timing? Then we'll wrap it up. What do we have for timing in terms of this connection? Especially for those of you that feel you haven't met this person yet. If you think you know who this person is, this could just be confirmation that that is your person. Give me some guidance on timing, please. All right, they're wanting me to use the tarot. Fine. I should say they're using. All right, give me some guidance on timing for pile 1, please, on this connection. Whoa. We got Pisces coming up, or possibly moon in Pisces. So Pisces season might be significant. We also have Taurus coming up. So for those of you that are a Taurus sun, this could possibly be, like I said, I was picking up on Taurus energy. So Pisces season is the last half of, February and the first half of March. Yeah. And then Taurus season is the last half of April and the first half of May. Okay. So, and then we got Temperance, which is Sagittarius. For some of you, we got Aquarius. So February could be, because we got, Pisces and then Aquarius. February could be a significant month for this connection. I'm not picking up anything in terms of like numbers, like number of weeks, number of months, or anything like that. I'm just picking up on seasons and possible months of a year that might be significant. We also have Mercury and Aquarius. Okay, so let's see, the month of February coming through, Sagittarius season coming through. It could be during a Pisces moon, an Aquarius Mercury. Could also be during Taurus or Sagittarius season, or the months of, let's see, what was it? Last half of April, first half of May. Yeah, Taurus season. Okay. All right, you guys, we are going to end the reading there. Let me know if it resonated. If it did, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Also, you guys, thank you so much for those of you that have been liking, have been commenting, have been sharing. Thank you for, to all of my subscribers for, supporting my channel. Thank you to those of you who have, donated too, just out of the kindness of your heart. Thank you so much. I will be seeing you guys here very soon. Probably I'll be dropping another pick a card here, but it'll be more like person specific for those of you who might be like in a situationship or just wanting to check in to see what an ex is doing and stuff like that. All right. Love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. That's Michelle, if you missed that. That was really high pitched. I'm feeling super goofy. I don't know why. That might just be me tapping into your guys' energy, because I was not like that with the first pile. All right, so I don't know if that's your energy I'm tapping into, or if that is your future spouse's energy. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, so we are back. We're doing another future spouse pick a card reading. And we are just going to be tapping into their energy and just opening up and letting them tell you whatever it is they want to tell you. We're getting messages from your future spouse to you, okay? So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. And just again, like you saw on the slide before, just check the description box below if you want to book a personal future spouse reading with me, okay? So let's get right into it. So you chose this Believe resin stone. Pretty cool. My mom gave this to me. I've had it for a while. All right, and then we have, ooh, Inner Vision. I like that. I don't know if you're doubting your manifesting abilities, but something about having trust and faith in what it is you're being guided to do. Trusting your intuition, trusting your path, trusting that you have the ability to call forth whatever experiences you're wanting to have. That's what your future spouse is wanting to talk to you. That's the message your future spouse is wanting to convey to you. All right, let's get some more. What messages do you have for pile 2? What messages do you have for pile 2? That one wants to come out. Free yourself. Oh, yeah. Free yourself. Burden, stress, and negativity be gone. What else do you want to talk to your future spouse about? Or pile 2 about? If you're having, yeah, you guys, there's something here about detoxing or really purging any self-doubt that you might have. I don't know if this is in regards to manifesting in a future spouse, or if this is just your ability to create the life that you want to live in general. Like, is it really for me? With the spiritual bond that can't be broken, this is kind of tying me to like a future spouse, right? Like you having the... I'm not going to say the energy, it doesn't really feel, it's weird. What it feels like, it's like there's almost kind of a low confidence level of either this connection, like your future spouse, like, you know, a connection with someone like that being real, or you having the ability to call it in or something. It's weird because I'm wanting to say doubt, but that doesn't really feel like the energy. It just feels like maybe your confidence level is low, which it sounds the same, but when I tap into the energies, they feel different. Because I'm not really feeling like you guys fully doubt. More like there's a wonder. There's just a wonder. Maybe a little bit of a fear. What if it doesn't happen? I know it's possible. You know, it's possible that it can, but then again, and you know, with possibilities, anything is possible. What if it's possible I never meet them? It's kind of something like that, right? It's not a full, it's not a full doubt. Yeah, see, look. And this came out, so we got Worst Nightmare with Karmic Connection, came out under Red String of Fate. So there may be, hold on, let me pull one more card. First of all, your future spouse is wanting to make sure that you are getting out and spending time with friends and, you know, doing things that's going to kind of help get you out of your head, okay? But I also do, yeah, look, shadow work, which is coming out right under spiritual detox. Okay, so there is a sense, pile 2, that you are not in over your head, although that is kind of what's wanting to come up. It's more of your mind, though. Like your mind is kind of chewing on the possibility of this not happening, this connection with your future spouse not manifesting. What if it doesn't? What if this is all that, you know, I'm ever going to have? And with this worst nightmare, there's a couple of things coming up with that, you guys. There is kind of a nod to maybe a past relationship that triggered a lot of wounding within you. Give me a minute. And a fear that, was that it? Was that my future spouse and we blew it? Or, you know, is that, you know, because yeah, while that person, you may be feeling a lot of pain now that that relationship is over, you're also recognizing that while you were with them, gave you some of the best, I'm just going to say the way they're telling me, the best highs of your life. The lows were really flipping low, really painful, but it's like you, almost like you never felt better when you know, when you were with that person. You know, and you're realizing too that there was something very toxic in that dynamic, but you're also wondering, like, you know, is this as good as it's gonna get? You know, there's almost that feeling like, you know, if that's toxic, does that mean that, you know, it's hard to put into words what I'm trying to say. It's almost like, do I have to live my entire life not feeling that high again, not feeling that, basically it's like not feeling that high again. If that's toxic, you know, but it felt so good, right? And it's almost like, and this is kind of part of what is needing to be purged. I'm being brought to your mind in the way that you are wording things, the way you are framing things, the way you are looking at things. Yes, it's a spiritual cleanse and a purging, but really it's starting in your mind, and it's going through, you know, and looking at the way that you're looking at things and perceiving things and questioning the questions that you are asking yourself, that is creating a lot of blocks to this connection. First of all, your future spouse is wanting to tell you that you don't have to worry about losing out on that connection with them. You know, a spiritual bond that can't be broken. I have a feeling that you actually, at times, you are picking up on messages from them. You are feeling their energy. Whether or not you're really aware of it, your future spouse, I feel, is actually communicating with you personally. I'm not sure if you know, if it's through your dreams. I'm sensing almost like an energetic blanket, like, you know, they're comforting you. You may not know that it's them, but there may be times throughout your days or just when you're kind of doing everyday life where there's a pocket of time where you're just kind of like feeling, you know, at peace with everything and stuff like that. And that's your future spouse coming through, kind of, you know, giving you an energetic hug, so to speak. There's some shadow work here that needs to be done, though. Some things that need to be really faced and looked at. And if it has something to do, like you still feel bound and tied to a past person, that energetic connection to that past person needs to be released. And any fears associated with letting that person go. If you don't know how to do that, you guys, just check the description box below. There's another channel that I run. It's called Your Wish Fulfilled. And there may even be a video linked in the description box below on that channel called Releasing the Wands. Start there. okay? We will kind of tap into some timing later on in this reading, but there is this feeling that something with your belief system, belief patterns, there's almost this resistance, whether you're picking up on it on or not, pile 2, where it's like, in theory, you want a future spouse, but there is a subconscious part of you that is very resistant to it, because there's almost this feeling that, or this belief, you guys, it's gonna sound messed up, and I totally understand where you're coming from. But there's this thing, like, if I can't feel that high with the future spouse, like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of being with somebody if it's not gonna be as exciting as it was, even though you're realizing consciously, right, that what you were dealing with the past person was very toxic. You know that. But there's also a subconscious part of you. See, like, we got going within. And really looking at that. Again, you guys, check the description box below, okay? Releasing the wants. I've had to do this myself in previous, I was going to say previous relationships. I was going to say lifetimes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So that's something that your future spouse is wanting to make sure that you're doing. You need to release an ex, basically, or somebody. I mean, you could have been obsessed with this person. This may have been, you know, I don't know. Of course, I'm not, you know, talking down on you guys. I've been there before, you know, lived, done that, been there, done that, got the damn t-shirt, okay? And I've had to release those, you know, those energetic ties as well. Okay, let's get some messages from them to you. What messages do you have for pile 2, please? What messages do you have for pile 2, future spouse? What messages do you have for pile 2? If you have regrets or something tied back to this person, like not your future spouse, but this past relationship, like regrets, like guilt, like if I hadn't done that, if I didn't say that, if I would have done this, blah, 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 you know, things may have been different. It's like you need to release that as well. Like you need to almost like, it's like you need to forgive yourself for what you did or what you didn't do or what you feel that you should have done but didn't do. It's like you need to forgive yourself for that. What else? What messages do you have for pile 2, please? Yeah, and they want you to make sure, there's still, okay, so there may be a part of you, whether you realize it or not, pile 2, that there is still a part of you that is committed to this relationship, which is why you might have such a hard time moving on. And it's like, you know, release those bonds, release that energetic tie, and put that energy back on yourself and be committed to yourself. A lot of this could be subconscious, is why, you know, they're talking about shadow work needing to be done. You may not even realize it, that in your subconscious, you are still committed to this past person. Yeah, I want to start over. What other messages do you have for pile 2, please? Don't come for me, you guys. I totally understand. Like, the subconscious and the conscious mind, they're two different things, okay? The subconscious mind it's not sentient, it's a program. It doesn't realize that something is toxic versus healthy. It's just a program, right? And there is this, I'm telling you guys, there's a subconscious part of you that is still committed to this past person. And it may very well be because, you know, they were a past, it was a karmic connection, okay? A part of you that wishing that you could go back and start over and do things differently with this person. like really, your future spouse is really pointing you kind of to the shadow work that's needing to be done. That is going to help bring this connection with your future spouse in. Yeah, see, you're thinking back to this past person quite a bit. Do I still have a chance? There is a subconscious part of you that may be hoping, yeah, I was just going to say, I hide my feelings. There's a subconscious part of you that you may not want to, you know, admit, wishes that this karmic person turns out to be your future spouse. I don't think they are. But again, you know, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I don't know why this happened. Yeah. You are still, you haven't really healed. That's what it is. You haven't really let go and healed and really looked at, like, for you, the possibility of never being with this person again it's triggering some really deep, dark wounds, which is why the shadow work has to be done here. Okay, if you don't know how to do shadow work, again, just check the description box below. And there's actually a playlist on that channel called How to Get Over an Ex. Okay, it's like the very first couple of videos I did on that channel. You'll have to scroll down quite a bit. But that will help you through it. Okay, how to release this ex of yours so that you can actually move forward. Okay, and that's not, you guys, releasing your ex and getting over them does not mean you will never be with them again. But it's going to release your emotional attachment to them and whatever, you know, dynamic that the two of you were in. You know, if the two of you are ever gonna be together again, you need to be able to release the version of them that you have come to know, so that you can heal, so that they can also heal, and then maybe the two of you can come together. If not, and you consciously, you're like, I don't know, I don't want that. That's awesome, okay? And at the same time, there's still some purging that needs to be done. I love how we got shadows with hidden, unknown, and mysterious. Then I hide my feelings right on top of it. There is this feeling that you need to forgive yourself for your role in the way that things played out. There's a lot of questioning yourself that's coming here in terms of how this went. I don't know in which direction, but there's something, it's almost like you're holding yourself responsible for something that went down in this past relationship that you haven't really fully come to terms with or forgiven, what have you. Okay, let's see if we can find some timing in regards to when this is going to, okay, timing for when is this connection with the future spouse going to manifest. We got some cup energy. Ooh, we got Scorpio. Ooh, okay, so we got Scorpio and Sagittarius. So November, you guys, could be an important month for this connection with you and your future spouse. We got Mars in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, and then we got Sagittarius moon. So those placements could be significant as well. But we're definitely, it's like Scorpio season. So probably Scorpio season, and then the month of November. So Scorpio season in November is like the first 2 weeks in November. Okay. As far as when this connection is either going to manifest, if you haven't met them yet, or when it's going to level up. Okay. And it's funny that we have like the Five of Cups here, which is talking about sadness, grief, loss, a sense of loss and despair and stuff like that. When we're talking about letting go of a past karmic connection and realizing all the options that are in front of you, not just talking about romantic options, but there's like a whole world out there. There's this feeling too, like feeling disillusioned, not really quite sure. Like I said, it's not really the energy of doubt. It's just kind of like confidence. It's almost what it is, you guys. It's like, yeah, I know it's out there, but is it going to fulfill me? That's what it is. Am I going to be fulfilled? And that's just, you know, more shadow work that's needing to be done. Okay, you guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope that it resonated, you guys. If it did, just do me a favor, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Also, be sure to share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. Comment below. I enjoy your guys' comments. Let me know what pile you picked. And thanks for hanging out with me again, you guys. I'll see you in your next reading. Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Soul Purpose Activation. My name is Michelle, and we are back with another future spouse pick a card reading. This time we're tapping into their energy and we're just going to open the channel and let them talk to you, whatever, about whatever it is they want to talk to you about. Okay, we're channeling messages from your future spouse. Okay. So just keep in mind, you guys, that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave behind anything that doesn't. As you saw in the slide before, if you want to book a personal reading with me where we're channeling just you and your future spouse's energy and the connection, check the description box below for booking details. There's a couple of them available, as you saw. We're going to get right into your reading, you guys. Okay, so you chose the Pyrite crystal. And this card here, which, is change. Okay, all right. So your future spouses want to talk to you about either changes that you're going through in your life right now, or changes that are needing to be made. And these two, this card and this crystal together, Pyrite is all about, so this usually embodies the solar plexus, masculine, action-based, mind-based energy. So it's almost like there's something that you're needing to have confidence in yourself in. Maybe a risk that you're wanting to take on. I am kind of picking up on full energy, like in the tarot, full energy. Starting off on a new path in life that maybe you're not quite sure of yourself with. Okay, we are going to pull some more cards to find out what exactly your future spouse is talking about. I feel like almost like you're holding yourself back from something, but it's out of fear, lack of self-confidence, and it's in yourself, like you're doubting yourself about something that needs to be done, a change that needs to be made. What's going on? Okay, for pile 3, what messages do you have for your future spouse? What are you wanting to talk to them about? Growth, leveling up, expansion. What are you wanting to talk to your future spouse about? What messages do you have for your future spouse? Something you're wanting to create. Yeah, I feel like you are wanting to start something new, or the snake energy for me is coming through. I feel like it's about your own fears, your thoughts that creep in, that kind of like steal away your confidence when it comes to, it's self-doubt. I keep being brought back to self-doubt. I really am picking up on full energy here, like in the tarot. Starting on a new journey, starting a new path. One that you've never been down before, which is, it's unknown, right? And it's like you're on this path that's gonna lead, to leveling up and expansion in your life. But there's a lot of fear and self-doubt associated with it. And your future spouse is really wanting to let you know, whatever it is, whatever doubts you're having, however you are questioning your own ability, a lot of that is due to egoic programming, self-doubt and fears and stuff like that. It's like they want you to know those thoughts that come through, anything it is, any of a thought. I'm picking up on thoughts like, I don't have what it takes. I'm not as good as I think I am, or you know, questioning your skills, questioning your talent, comparing yourself to other people and not thinking that you're measuring up. Your future spouse is like, those thoughts, those are lies. You're just as good, if not better, than most of the people that you are comparing yourself to. I really am picking up on solar plexus and Leo energy too. And I don't know if you have Leo energy, but it's almost like that's the energy you need to draw on. Like Leo energy is very confident, very expressive, confident in themselves, even taking into consideration what they think their flaws or their shortcomings to be. Like, you know, Leo energy does not let that stop them, right? And so it's like you need to tap into your inner Leo, whether you have Leo placements or not. Just go look at Leo characteristics and you know, tap into that. And when I think about Leo energy to you guys, this is just for me personally. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe some other people do see it, but it's like, Leos have no problem being in the spotlight. They have no problem being on a pedestal. They have no problem being the center of attention. Okay? They thrive there, actually. Yeah, so just like, that's something that your future spouse is wanting you. That's one of their messages, is to, you know, really draw on that inner Leo energy, whether, you know, that's solar plexus energy, whether you, you know, have dominant Leo placements in your chart or any Leo placements in your chart at all. It's like, you know, you can pull on that energy either way. Okay, we all have Leo energy in our chart. We just may not have a lot of Leo placements, but so we all have inner Leo energy. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see, why is growth and leveling? Why is growth here? Whoa. We got self-love, taking care of me now. All right, why is Muse and artistic inspiration? Why is Muse here? Wishes coming true, dreams coming into fruition. Okay, yeah, so this could be talking about literal art, right? You could be sculpting, you could be making something or creating something, drawing something, whatever. If not, then it's just like you have at your disposal everything you need to make all your dreams come true. If you're feeling stuck, or it's one of those things like not really being quite sure, because like I said, the full energy is you're facing the unknown. It's like you're embarking on a whole new path. You have a destination in mind, but there's a lot of unknowns associated with it. Something here about creativity, and not to worry about that. Like, if it's just a fear of the unknown, it's like, do what you do best. Do what you love to do. Be in your element. Be in your own energy. You know, express for yourself from that place, whatever it is. And the path, the next step will make itself known at the right time and in the right space. I'm also hearing follow your dreams, because, you know, they're going to come true. It's okay to follow your dreams because it's going to come true. That's what your future spouse is wanting you to know. There may be this fear, you guys, in whatever it is you're embarking. Like, can I trust the people? Can I trust these people? I don't know if there's a fear here where, I mean, like I said, it's a general reading, so just kind of put the information where it fits for you, but there's this almost a distrust of people. Will they abandon me? Will they leave me? Will they, you know, well, you spend all this time building up an audience or building up a following or building up a customer base or something, and those people abandoning you, but not only abandoning you, but what's the energy that's wanting to come through? Like them being mean, saying mean things about you. And your future spouse is like, they're going to love you. There may be some shadow work that needs to be done, you guys, in relation to your fears having to do with other people, which makes a lot of sense because we're pulling on Leo energy, solar plexus energy, talking about being in the spotlight, all eyes on you, and not feeling comfortable in that space, because it's like, what if I'm attracting all the wrong kind of attention? You know, what if I'm attracting haters, and these haters are doing nothing but trying to pull me down, you know, ruin my business or whatever. And it's like, that may be so, you know, there's that you may, you know, attract a few haters, but it's like your future spouse is wanting you to know you're going to attract people that are going to love you, that are going to honor you, that are going to respect you and be loyal to you and your brand, your business, your service, your product, whatever. They're going to be loyal to you. Yeah, there is this fear coming through. There is a fear coming through. It's like you're afraid to embody that pedestal, to embody that energy, because it's like there's this fear you're going to attract the wrong kind of attention, the wrong kind of people. And it always is possible, but it's not going to be more haters than it is lovers. No, you're going to have some lovers there too. And your future spouse is really wanting you to like self-love, taking care of you. Make sure you're taking time out for you. Because you haven't been doing it enough. We got self-love and unrequited love. They want you to make sure you're focusing on loving yourself, because you may have been doing the opposite, focusing on all the things about yourself that you don't love. There's a lot about you that is there to love. Your future spouse is wanting you to know that, because a lot of it's like in your mind, you've been really hard on yourself about your shortcomings, what you should have done that you didn't do, what you did do that you shouldn't have done. It's like you're beating yourself up a lot, right? And so with self-love here, it's like, okay, you've spent enough time, pile 3, really beating on yourself, you know, hating on yourself, which is a lot of the reasons why too. It's almost like you're afraid of getting out into the spotlight. It's because, well, what if everybody sees, you know, the same thing? Like you see all your flaws, you know, everything that you've done wrong. What if everyone else sees those things too? That's going to be part of leveling up and expansion, is really doing the shadow work on clearing out these fears. Everyone, you guys, has flaws. Everyone does. Everyone has shortcomings. Everyone's screwed up in their past to some degree. I mean, a lot of some of us more than others. And just know that those things are actually what is going to make you loved by other people, because it makes them able to relate to you, right? People aren't going to hate you for your flaws. They may actually love you for them, because it's like, oh, you're human. You know what I mean? You're human. You're like me. Yeah, so your future spouse is really wanting you to make sure, like, that's going to be what helps to level you up and bring you into expansion and expand your creativity and expand that channel that you're tapping into whenever it is you're doing what you do best, right? Is really feeling on yourself. Feel on yourself, pile 3. You know, Okay, so you know everything that's wrong about you. You've ruminated about it. You've marinated in it. Now tap into that inner Leo energy and marinate in the opposite. What makes you kick ass? What makes you worthy of being on the pedestal? And there's a lot of things that make you worthy of occupying your pedestal. Okay, those are the things you need to marinate on now. Those are the things that you need to nourish now. Okay. All right, we're going to move on, you guys, and get some messages from them to you. I really like this message. I really like this pile's message. I really, really do. All right, what messages do you have for pile 3? What messages do you have for pile 3, please? See, look, you inspire me. You guys are going to be inspiring a lot of people, okay? I would do it all again. Aw. Let me get these out, and then I'll tell you what I'm channeling. I won't let you down. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, right here. Okay, all right. I'm loving these messages. Okay, pile 3, what messages do you have for pile 3? Oh, I can't get enough of you. You guys, oh my gosh, I have not had this, I have not been in this energy for any other pile. I am feeling so happy. Oh, look at that. I do love you. I love you. You guys, oh, this is too much, but yeah, that's too much. Okay. If you have any doubt whatsoever that you are not going to be well received, just, you can lay that fear down here. People are going to fucking adore you, okay? And this is the first time I have cussed at all in any of these readings, but I'm hearing we need, like the world, we as in the world, you know, people, we need your talent, we need whatever it is. We need you to step on your pedestal, okay? We need you to occupy that pedestal, and we need you to rock it, doing what you do best, whatever that is, okay? We need your inspiration. We need whatever gift or talent that you have, we need that, okay? For some of you, it's like, you're funny as shit. Funny as heck, okay? Maybe whatever it is you have to do, it's like you're able to deliver it with a lot of humor involved or something. Okay, we need that. God, there's too much here. Do I still have a chance? Yes. There's a part of you that wonders, like, if you've missed the boat. No, you have not. Okay. There we go. Got one more. Okay, so I won't let you down. I'm almost feeling like that is your adult self, your, you know, your authentic self, your aware self, your conscious self talking to like your inner child. I won't let you down. Because you feel like so many others have. But you guys have to understand that what we are experiencing in the 3D, okay, what we are experiencing in the outer world is simply a reflection of what we're feeling about ourselves inside. But I love this because it's like, this is making a commitment to yourself. You're like, you know, no matter what needs to be done, and no matter what I need to face, what I need to heal, no matter what, I'm not going to let myself down. You know, and this is how people are going to feel when you finally get, you know, you get out there. They're not going to get enough. They can't get enough of you. They're going to crave you. They're going to, whatever it is you're producing, whether it's art or it's content, no matter what it is, it's like people are going to want more and more and more of it. They're going to love you. Okay. Will you have a few haters? Possibly, but not nearly as much as you're going to have people, you know, loving you, honoring you, being loyal to you, and valuing you, okay? And then we got commitment with honor and values. And do I still have a chance? Yes. You have not missed the boat, okay? what is meant for you is meant for you. Like that, you have your own pedestal. That pedestal is only for you. Nobody else can get up and occupy it. They may try, but they're not going to do the kind of job, you know, that you're going to be able to do, because that's your natural gifting. You know, and this is kind of a fear that you have, like, what if they find out the truth about you? You know, that's not going to happen. That's another kind of a lie of, you know, the snake, which is, I'm seeing as, you know, egoic distortions. So ego in and of itself, you guys, isn't bad. Okay, we need an ego to not only survive, but also thrive here. An ego is what lets us know not to touch a burning stove, or, you know, not to jump in front of moving cars. I mean, we need an ego, but, you know, what ends up happening is, for a lot of us, our egos get programmed with distortions. Distortions are going to be like, I'm not good enough, nobody likes me, everyone's going to hate on me, blah, 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 blah. And there may be something about your past that you're not proud of, and it's like, what if they find out the truth about me? They're going to be crushed. No, they're not going to be crushed. They're going to love you. Okay? They're going to love you. And then you're going to get to the space, you guys, where it's like, you know, in your journey, where you're not going to be resisting where you came from, what you've had to endure and stuff like that. You'll get to a space where you'll look back and you're like, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything about what I went through. Because you're going to realize that that's exactly how you were able to get to this space. Okay. All right, let's see if we can find out some timing for you guys. Timing. We got Mercury and Gemini coming through. So Gemini, Mercury is also for Virgo, okay, but mainly Gemini. Let's see. So Gemini season. We got Pisces season coming up. Oh no, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sorry. Let's see. Gemini, Cancer. So Gemini, Cancer cusp. That's going to be the last half of, that's June, the month of June. Okay, so the month of June might be significant. Let's get one more as far as timing for this connection. Or is it June? No, it's June. Yes, June. Okay. And then we got Aquarius season coming up as well. All right. I'm not really seeing anything in terms of, well, no, I can. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords coming up. So this connection could possibly manifest, you guys. In as little as 5 weeks, up until about 5 months. And we got the number 6 here, which also talks about June. Okay, June is coming up a lot for you guys. The month of June could be significant to this connection. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here. I hope that it resonated. If it did, you guys, do me a favor. Be sure you're smashing that like button. That's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Also, comment below. Let me know which pile you picked. Let me know if it resonated. Also, share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. I will see you guys in your next reading. Thanks for hanging out. Hello to my beautiful pile fours. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Soul Purpose Activation. My name is Michelle, and we are going to be doing another future spouse pick a card reading. And today we're going to be just tapping into their energy, just opening up the channel and just let them talk to you about whatever it is they want to talk to you about, okay? We're channeling messages from your future spouse. All right, so just keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so take anything that resonates and just leave behind anything that doesn't. As you saw in the slide before this intro, you can book a personal reading with me where I'm tapping into you and your future spouse's energy exclusively. Just check the description box below for booking details. We're going to get right into your reading. You guys picked the Mookaite skull. I love Mookaite. Mookaite is very grounding, very healing. With this particular stone, with the red and the yellow, we're tapping in specifically to root chakra and solar plexus. Okay, maybe a little bit of, you know, sacral chakra, but mainly here it is root chakra and solar plexus chakra. So there may be something here having to do with your sense of comfort, your sense of safety, security. And then also with the solar plexus, it's going to be like self-confidence, your confidence in your ability to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Does that make sense? Okay. And then you were drawn to this card, which is, oh, healing. Okay. Yeah. So healing. And then we got the heart there. So there may be some heart-based issues as well. Okay. With the butterflies, I'm seeing transformation. Okay. So your future spouse is really wanting to open up the channel and talk to you about some things, possibly about the past, about transformation and healing, but in things that have to do with maybe some childhood issues, anything that's affecting your sense of safety, your sense of security, your sense of comfort, stuff like that. All right, let's see what else your future spouse wants to talk to you about this. Reflection. So evaluate, reflect on actions and thoughts. What else are you wanting to talk to Pile 4 about in regards to this message? Slipping. Time to confront issues, make a move. Lovesick. I'm picking up some of you. Okay, so I was talking about childhood issues, right? There could be like a parental, like your, here's what's coming up, an abandonment wound. Okay, abandonment wound. Stemming or originating from like your childhood. For some of you, it's going to be feeling abandoned by or neglected by, you know, a key adult figure in your life, your parent, grandparent, someone. Okay, I am picking up on a father wound, but like I said, this is a general reading. So, you know, if it's not if it's not the father, mother's, you know, just put it where it fits. But I am, for a lot of you, picking up like an absent father. So what your future spouse then is wanting to talk to you about is about healing that abandonment wound, okay? And the reason being is because whatever you have experienced, because I am being taken, so I'm being taken back to an abandonment wound that originated like early on in your childhood. And for some of you, I am picking up that some of you may have been adopted or, you know, something like that, but there's an abandonment wound that is stemming from like your family of origin. Okay, whether you're aware of it or not, a lot of these times these wounds are subconscious, okay? Meaning they're hidden, you're not aware of them, stuff like that. And so while I do feel, because like I said, I'm being taken to a couple of different things, the first thing that your future spouse is wanting to talk to you about is healing an abandonment wound, okay? Because this abandonment wound has been manifesting relationships and dealings with other people that have been reflecting back feeling states, emotional states, triggers from that abandonment wound. Okay, because there may be a key, if it's, you know, if you're not stuck on a parent, you know, not being there, there may be a relationship, you know, that you never quite got over, and I'm talking about a romantic relationship. It could also be like maybe a best friend too. Like there's someone I feel like you felt a really close bond to, and both things could be true for you guys, okay? But we are talking about an abandonment wound, okay? Whether or not it originated in childhood, for most of you, I feel that it did. It's either like it was someone that you had, and we're moving forward, okay? We're going from childhood, and we're fast forwarding to another key relationship in your life. It may have been a best friend, somebody that you know, like were sisters with. I'm picking up sisters. We were like sisters. Or it could be somebody that you were romantically involved with, or at least interested in, that you felt a really, really close bond to. It could have been your first love, okay? Could be all three, all right? Could be all three. And having a hard time moving on from that. And what your future spouse is wanting to message you about is what caused the dynamic of that relationship to play out in the way that it did, which was the abandonment wound, okay? And it's like you can, like, for some of you, I'm picking up, you've been hung up on this relationship for years, the ending of this relationship or the loss of this relationship, okay? I am picking up kind of like, you know, maybe preteen, teen years, early 20s, okay? Either very early adulthood, okay, like early 20s, late teens, or this could have been something that happened like in maybe middle school or high school, you know, a best friend, first love type of thing, and not really having moved on from that. That's what they're wanting to talk about. We got love offer. Let's see, why is reflection here? I feel like people have been trying to get your attention, and you're not feeling it. Like you have no problem attracting new love. That's not the problem. And you may have been running away from whatever this issue is. You may also feel like a nomad, like you don't really have roots settled anywhere. Why is time to confront issues and move on here? Yeah, you're not listening. You're moving around quite a bit, and this doesn't mean like moving literally, like you're moving, you know, from one home to another or one space to another, but it's like I feel your energy, especially your mental energy, like you're keeping yourself busy trying to avoid, basically it's the wound, right? The wound, both the abandonment wound and then the wound created from losing, the loss of this, either this friendship or this your first love. Why is love sick here? Oh, it's very unexpected. Very unexpected. The end of... some of you could have lost this first love or your best friend, like it could have been through death. Maybe it wasn't like, you know, you lost them because, you know, a disagreement, or you guys just, you know, drifted away. That's for some of you. For some of you, it was unexpected. Like they left you for someone else. They left you for another best friend or for another love with this unexpected and gifts. For some of you, if it was a first love, it was like they got, well, it could be for a best friend too. Like they got pregnant and all, you know, they got somebody else pregnant. Or if it was a best friend, like maybe they got pregnant and all of a sudden it was like your lives went into two completely different, you know what I mean? Like you no longer were someone of importance. But it's kind of, I am picking up on pregnancy here. Not necessarily, it could have been you know, if you're able to have kids, or able to get pregnant. I am picking up on that as far as like gifts goes. But for the most part, it's like the ending of this friendship or this romantic relationship was very, very unexpected. I'm hearing you're still kind of reeling from it. And you've been keeping yourself really busy. And not, you know, I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose. Like, you're not consciously, it's like, yeah, you're keeping yourself very busy. The reason why is because subconsciously you're avoiding looking and confronting this wound, the wounding, probably because you haven't known how to, right? There are resources available. Just check the description box below, you guys. I have another channel. It's called Your Wish Fulfilled. And specifically, there should be a video linked in the description box below as well that's on that channel called Releasing the Wants. Okay? That is, just start there. That's how you release on these wounds. That's how you heal these wounds. Okay? Yeah. Things got really quiet. Interesting. Things just got really quiet. Okay, we're gonna get some messages from them to you. What messages do you have for pile 4? Oh, that's too many. We'll take this one though. I admire you. What messages do you have for pile 4, please? I miss seeing you. I have too much to lose. We both know I am not the one for you. We got, I would do it all again. You guys, I'm picking up, some of these are messages from either that best friend or that first love. And the only reason why your future spouse is allowing those messages to come through is possibly for closure. I'm hearing that you were somebody, you were important to that person, you did matter. Whether, you know, and this could be messages from an absentee parent, a parent that you feel abandoned, that you felt abandoned or neglected by, and it could also be, okay, like it could be both at the same time saying these things to you, okay? So what your future spouse is wanting you to know, you guys, the message is that you did matter to them. You did matter. You were important. It wasn't that they didn't see you as not good enough. They were dealing with their own wounds too. Like, they didn't abandon you or neglect you because you weren't good enough. They abandoned and they neglected you because they were operating pretty much out of the same wound that you were. Abandoned people, you know, people who are abandoned typically end up abandoning either someone else or abandoning themselves. Just like they say, hurting people hurt people. Well, abandoned people abandon other people as well, including themselves. So if you're not abandoning other people, pile 4, it's very, very likely that you are abandoning yourself in some way. And that can feel that can feel confusing. Like, how can I abandon myself? Well, it's one of those things like staying too busy because you're not wanting to face your own shadows. You're not wanting to, not because you don't want to, but because you don't know how to. But that's still kind of like abandoning yourself. You're needing to heal yourself. You're the only one that can do it, and you haven't been doing it. You can also abandon yourself by, being there way too much for other people, to the expense of yourself. Spending so much of your time, your energy, your effort on other people and trying to make them happy to a point where you have nothing left over for yourself. So it's going to be more or less kind of the energy here of really, and they're not pointing so much to you abandoning yourself. They're wanting you to put things into perspective. It's not a self-worth issue. It's not that you weren't good enough, pile 4. It's not that you didn't deserve to have the kind of mom or dad or family unit that you wanted. It has nothing to do with that. If you were abandoned by a mom or a dad, or neglected, or, abandoned by, a best friend or your first love, that's just what abandoned people do. They were operating out of their own wounds. They were very much they were probably doing the same thing that you were doing. They didn't realize that they were running away. You know what I mean? And so, and also when you guys start clearing out and you start doing the work of healing an abandonment wound, you start to understand that people show up in your lives as mirrors. And once you fix, yourself, the thing that's being reflected or the person that's being reflected, your reflection changes. So once you change the dynamic in the relationship with yourself, once you start looking at yourself differently, feeling yourself differently and stuff like that, people will start to show up in your 3D, and they'll start to show up differently as well, including existing relationships. I've been on this journey for a while, you guys. I've seen it firsthand. Just check the description box below for your wish fulfilled, okay? That's what I mainly talk about. It is more like a manifestation channel, but it's so healing. It's so healing because the way that we manifest things, everything is us pushed out. And so what we do is we start with us. We heal ourselves. We heal the dynamic in the relationship that we have with ourselves. That way we're able to manifest relationships and people and situations and circumstances that reflect back to us how we're already feeling. Okay? And so we change that dynamic with ourselves. Yeah, so your future spouse is really wanting you to know, okay, it was never that you weren't worthy. It was never that you weren't good enough. It was never that you didn't deserve it. That was never the issue. Okay? This person or persons that abandoned you, that left you, possibly left you for someone else. For some of you, that absentee parent, left you, okay, this is how you sing it, abandoned you and then started a family somewhere else. And it's like they're being with that family the way that they never were with you. And it's like, I know it's easier said than done. Try not to make it something personal about you. It's them. They're the ones, they did that out of their own wounding. And they're perpetuating it out of their own wounding. Okay? And you'll start to really connect with that truth and feel that truth once you go through the releasing the wants process. All right, let's see if we can find some timing. Oh, and with here, it's like, we both know I'm not the one for you. You guys, you're going to understand, like when you go through the healing process, right? You're going to understand and realize that it was never you all along. Okay? And you do and still do deserve to have somebody, like, if it's an absentee father, okay, that absentee father, probably even to this day, I'm hearing for some of you, still doesn't have the healing under their belt to show up for you in the way that, you deserve them to. Because you do. You deserve the best parent available, the best romantic person available, the best friend available, right? And they're not the one for you because with their own wounding, them operating out of their own wounding, they were unable to show up for you that way. Okay, let's see if we can get some timing. What do we have for timing in terms of this connection, please? Ooh, a lot of fire signs coming up. So we got Leo, Sagittarius, and then we got Aries. Yeah, all fire signs, which is letting me know. Okay, so the number 4 definitely is going to be, maybe not definitely, but could be significant. So the number 4, that will also be April. Okay, so Aries season is in April. It is the first half of April. Yeah, the first half of April may be significant. Aries season in general could be significant. Leo season, Sagittarius season may be significant. We also have specific placements of Moon in Leo, Leo Moon, and then we also have Aries Mars. Okay, so that may be a transit, like, you know, you may be meeting your future spouse during a Leo Moon. Or, you know, we may be, like, Mars may be in Aries at the time that you meet them. Does that make sense? All right, you guys, I'm going to end your reading there. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please do me a favor. Be sure that you are smashing that like button for me. That's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. It also helps to grow the channel and keeps YouTube's algorithms happy. Be sure to comment. Let me know which pile you picked. Let me know what you thought, how it resonated. And then also be sure to share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me. I'll see you at your next reading.